So this is how I solved problem number 4 for homework number 7. The first thing I want to point out is I believe there was a typo in the problem. Originally this said plus 16y. I think it's supposed to say plus 13y. So after I corrected that, step 1 is to write the characteristic equation. We know that by looking at the original equation up here. So by looking at that, we can tell that the characteristic equation equals m cubed minus 3m squared plus 9m plus 13 equals 0. Step 2 is going to be to solve the equation. So I rewrote the characteristic equation up here, and to solve, we're going to use the rational root theorem. We do that by finding the factors of this number and dividing by the factors of this number. And since the coefficient here is 1, the numbers we're going to use is plus and minus 1 and 13, because these are the factors of 13. So now we're going to use a little bit of synthetic division to solve. I'm going to write the numbers we need here, the 1, the -3, the 9, and the 13. And I believe -1 should work here to give us a remainder of 0 down here. So let's try it. Bring down the 1. 1 times -1 is -1. Add that is -4. Multiply is 4. Add that is 13. Multiply times -1 is -13. And of course that adds up to be 0. So that's going to tell us that -1 is a solution. So now I can take these numbers here and rewrite a new equation. That equation would be x squared minus 4x plus 13. And the only way to solve that is going to be to use the quadratic formula. So I rewrote our new equation up here, and the way we're going to solve that is with the quadratic formula. So a equals 1, b of course equals -4, and c equals 13. So I solved out our quadratic formula over here. We have our -b, which is -1 times -4, which is why I wrote 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 16, minus 4 times our a times our c, all divided by 2a. And then you could see this simplification over here. And when you get down here, our answer is left with the solution 2 plus or minus 3i. So up here is the 3 solutions we found. We got the -1s from synthetic division. We got the 2 plus 3i from our quadratic formula, and our 2 minus 3i from our quadratic formula. So now the fundamental solution is as follows. We have e to the -x, that accounts for the solution of -1. We have e to the 2x cosine of 3x, and e to the 2x sine of 3x. Those two account for both the 2 plus 3i and the 2 minus 3i, because when you have an I, you need to use cosine and sine. So this is how you write the fundamental solution for problem number 4 on homework 7. Thank you.